But I'm watching this game yesterday, and the Phillies get their first 2 outs of the inning in the first inning. And then they come out with 4 straight 2-out hits in that first inning to go up 2-0 on the Braves. I'm like, all right, here's a good start. Ranger Suarez gets himself into some trouble in the next couple of innings, pitches his way out over those next couple of innings, those next 3 1/3 innings of work there. I'm watching the Phillies continuously get 2-out hits. I'm watching JT Realmuto get on base by a throwing error by Max Fried, who's usually so sure-handed and sure-armed. Great defense. Oh, I love when they talk about what a great defensive player somebody is, what a great defending pitcher somebody is, and all of a sudden he throws one almost away. And there was another play in the inning where I think it was Rhys Hoskins was almost safe on first base by a near throwing error. And I think that one was by d'Arnaud. But Phillies did what you want to see every team do. What you want to see every single game from your baseball team. Hit with runners in scoring position, get clutch 2-out hits, and provide some sound fielding. And there's no better example of that sound fielding than Nick Castellanos in the 9th inning. I am ecstatic with this 7-6 win. 7-3 going into that 9th inning, and Zach Eflin, who we'll talk about, gave up a 3-run home run to Matt Olson. And as I put out yesterday on Twitter, if you've played first base for the Atlanta Braves between, let's say, 1991 to the present day, and your name is not Rico Brogna, I don't like you. I actually, you have given me so much pain in my life. I may respect your talent, Freddie Freeman, but I am not Fred McGriff. I'm not a fan of yours. Rico Brogna, shout out. Didn't think you'd hear that name today, did you? But that ball gets hit to Nick Castellanos in right field yesterday afternoon. And the 3-run home run had already happened. It's a 1-run ball game. Contreras puts it out there to Castellanos. You see Castellanos closing on it. You're thinking, there's no way Nick Castellanos, who's not fleet of foot, makes this catch. Out of nowhere, he turns into a gazelle, tracks down that fly ball, slides under it, and just gets the leather under the ball to bring it in for the catch. If he doesn't make that catch, Contreras probably scores on that play. Maybe at worst, the tying run goes on third base in that situation. If he doesn't make that catch, that's what happens. You're probably looking at a tie ball game. With the way that ball was hit, with Marsh was in center field at that time, maybe he makes it over in time for Contreras to just be held up at third, so the tying run would be on third base. Maybe that's what happens, but Contreras probably scores on that play. And the game's tied, and then you go into extra innings in the playoffs. And in game 1, where you were up 7-3 going into the 9th inning, my heart couldn't have taken that. But fortunately, that's not what we needed. Fortunately, that's not what we needed to see the Phillies do, and they got out of it. There you go. But to watch Nick Castellanos go 3 for 5 from the plate and then make that catch, it was like he could do nothing wrong. JT Realmuto said after the game, I saw John Clark caught up with him on NBC Sports Philly, and JT Realmuto was the first interview that they put on the air, and JT just goes, yeah, he basically won the game for us. And he's not wrong. 3 for 5, 3 runs batted in. Bohm had 2 RBIs for you last night. Bryce Harper had a couple of sacrifices for you. 3 for 3 on the day for Bryce Harper. Some of the big bats stepped up big. Rhys Hoskins had a big hit for this ball club as well. Good to see him break that awful 0 for 21 slump that he was in. But guys broke out. You got the win. All with the exception of it being a 1-run ball game. For the most part in this game, it was comfortable. He had a couple of those situations with bases loaded that Ranger Suarez was able to pitch his way out of, which was great. I would rather you not need 6 pitchers to get through game 1, but that's the way it kind of shook out. And now you really got to rely on Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, but most notably Zach Wheeler today, the Georgia native, who's got a tough draw today with the pitcher he's going to be going up against in Kyle Wright. But you're going to need your aces to pitch like aces, because you used a lot of your bullpen yesterday. And I'd like to give those guys at least a little bit of a break.